Chanaka, a research assistant, carefully fixes a trap camera in a small jungle patch close to the Kandy town. His motive? To remotely capture images of Sri Lanka's elusive top predator, Panthera pardus scotia, or the leopard. This is a female leopard caught in a camera trap in the forest patch in Kandy. Researchers believe that there are 2 resident female leopards and 2 visiting male leopards. Other animals caught on camera are barking deer, wild boar and porcupine, a good prey base for the leopards.
One of the resident females there we have monitored for now close to 7 years. She's had repeatedly cubs there, right? So it's good enough for her to live there. It may not be the best area for her, but there's enough of a prey base there. She's there. We've monitored her through for 7 to 8 years now, and she's reproducing there.
This small forest patch within the Kandy municipal limits is also a watershed forest for the Kandy town. Once there had been a lush tea plantation here known as the Walker Estate. It also borders the Hantana range of hills.
The area there is the Dunumandulava forest, which is a tiny little forest. It's about 5 square kilometers actually, but obviously it's connected via Pinus and the tea estate, Hantana tea estate, to other areas as well, the whole Hantana range. The idea of our work there is, one, the realization and the showcasing of the importance of small patch forests like this. Now this is also the watershed for Kandy. Yeah, it's a watershed forest for Kandy. All the reservoirs are there. So that in itself is important, right? Now on top of that, when you have not just any wildlife but the leopard also resident within it, its value increases naturally, right? And also to realize that these small little forests, which often people would think are just not really important, are very important because they're allowing for a leopard to be resident there.
Researchers say the importance of small forest patches like these will increase with habitat encroachment by humans. Tea plantations and small forests form corridors for wildlife to move through their habitat in search of food and breeding grounds. Anjali and Andrew, a husband and wife team of wildlife researchers, are urging plantation companies to reforest unproductive land and help in the conservation of wildlife.
Not just large areas of protected areas that should be the answer here. You know, our push is more mixed land use. The fact that tea estates, plantation lands, small patch forests, all of these are being used by wildlife, the leopard included, right? So trying to get this idea of mixed land use protection, getting tea estates, for example, to reforest their riverine areas or the high areas that they can't use for tea, reforest it because then wildlife will move through. Many people don't realize these additional values of patch forests, of plantation lands, of tea estate, riverine forests. So our work in Kandy really is understanding that, studying that, and then from our information gained there, pushing forward for getting everyone to work together, you know, whether it's wildlife department, forest department, state land, private sector land, the plantation companies, all to realize that really their little parcels of land do all come together and it's a mosaic. The animals see it as something they can use to move through.
Conservation of mixed land use could possibly be the only hope for wildlife that roam outside protected areas and especially for the elusive leopard.